Streets are completely flooded. Traffic is deadlocked, and my little sister's flight leaves in exactly 60 minutes. It feels like the entire city is trying to keep us back, but we have to make it. Welcome back. Let's see if we can beat the storm. Right now, we're at the airport so my little sister can check in for her flight back home. Having just received the booking code, the two of us are in a rush, unsure where to go. Fortunately, an agent is here to guide us.
Xách này có ba lô thôi.
Đi không?
Không không em không điện.
Đưa thôi đúng không?
Dạ vâng đúng.
Ok luôn.
Đưa đi.
Ê, cầm cái túi này. Cái kia chờ 5 phút nha. Đừng như của bạn Truyền chờ 5 phút cho mình nha.
Xong rồi là mới chạy lên trên lầu đúng không chị?
Dạ,
Dạ,
cho nó vô hết bạn Truyền.
After successfully checking in her luggage, we are ready to join the queue, wait for security screening to check on the bags. Everything is finally inspected.
Thế là nó vào băng truyền thì nó cứ lên thôi chứ. Cái gì?
Chị đi giữa sảnh lên lầu.
À dạ vâng.
Guided by a flight attendant, we're now making our way up to the second floor and getting ready.
Visa bao nhiêu?
A long queue is forming here. Luckily, today the flight isn't very crowded. Goodbye for now until we meet again. Saigon is always restless, yet tonight brings a strange sense of profound stillness. Perhaps because it is time to send the sister off. Time to head home. Return into my quiet, familiar apartment alone.
Cái chỗ này nó gọi là cái gì anh?
Nào.
Cái chỗ đứng này này thì miêu tả cho các anh như nào?
A new morning. After yesterday, exhaustion weighs heavily on me, returning late, and now I'm on my own. By this time, my sister must have reached home. I wonder what today will unfold. It may be a peaceful day, just the usual monthly routine. I wake up and tend to my plants, watering them with the hope that they can try as vibrant ones. Nurturing these greens reconnects me with the quiet rhythm of nature. It releases from stress through simple chords, caring for each small cherished corner of my own. Though my income remains modest, hardly anything substantial, I still believe that this little stay with just 3 small plants is enough to bring ease to my soul. After the morning routine, I check if there's any drinking water left. Fortunately, last night after returning from the airport, I managed to borrow a key to our water. Simple habits like this ensure there's always something to sustain me. Water is an essential thread of life, something that you can never live without. Moving gently into the day, the morning ritual of a cup of coffee. Just a simple package of instant coffee, a quiet reward to kindle a day full of energy. The water is steaming hot. People often say that wake up early to find success. Some find solace in coffee, others do not. For me, this small morning ritual is enough to bring a peaceful clarity to my mind, gathering a bit of strength to step into a new day. That my sister is gone. The first task, naturally, whether she is here or I live alone, is to keep things neat and tidy. There's a quiet dignity in that. Folding the clothing, a gentle act of ordering the space I call home. Truth to be told, my sister can be quite untidy. Organization isn't her strongest suit. Before leaving, she pleaded, "Brother, please clean up the room for me," and so I do. Once the cleaning was done, I had to head straight to the local pharmacy.
Em đang bị ho sốt mà chắc là viêm họng đấy.
Ho sốt, ho có đờm không anh?
Dạ có em thấy có đờm. Dạ.
Bị mấy ngày rồi ạ?
Em chắc là bị 2 ngày.
Dạ. Dạ, giờ lấy mấy liều ạ?
Em lấy chắc là 3 ngày.
3 ngày 6 liều ha.
Dạ. Cái liều này là kiểu là dùng thường xuyên, kiểu như mà bị ấy ốm sốt nhẹ thì cũng được, nó cũng không ảnh hưởng gì nhiều đâu. Kiểu cảm vặt với sốt vặt hay bị viêm họng không?
Sốt vặt là em đỡ một ngày á.
Dạ. Cái này bây giờ em uống luôn đúng không ạ?
Được, giờ uống tới nha.
Dạ vâng. Dạ dạ ok, cảm ơn.
Now with the medicine in hand, I'm ready to head back. Suddenly, my motorbike refused to start, turning the ignition in vain. It remains silent, shifting gears, kicking the starter until exhaustion washes over me. Why does bad luck linger? My body is frail, weakened by the fever, merely seeking a simple cure outside, only to find a dead engine beneath me. The midday sun burns harshly overhead, scorching the streets. Not a single repair shop in sight. A wave utter helplessness, completely silent helplessness. No choice left but to slowly push the motorbike home under the heat. The road stretched out, unyielding. Unfortunate as it is, with no mechanics around, I pondered for a moment, deciding to press ignition one last time. That's my friend, and there it is. Just like that, lovely, really, out of nowhere. It hums back to life. Perhaps Cartoon hasn't entirely abandoned me. Returning home, a persistent sound meets my ears inside the quiet room. A steady drip of waterfall. I test the faucet, turning the handle carefully. It opens fine, yet it refuses to shut up completely. Hey Gemini, could you please show me the way how to fix a leaking PVC pipe with basic tools?
Dealing with a leaking pipe can definitely be stressful, but you can easily patch it up temporarily with a few basic tools from your local hardware store before needing a full plumbing replacement.
Not sure of what to do. I seek answers from Germany. It offers a few solutions. Yet watching the water waste away makes me restless. I decide to take matters into my own hand, heading out to the hardware store.
Đây, cái vòi nước của nhà em bây giờ nó bị lỏng như này, em vặn mãi xong nước nó vẫn cứ dò ra thì giờ.
Thay cũng
Chứ cái này em cũng mới thay mà. Vòi nước rồi em vặn.
ở đây đúng không?
Dạ vâng, đúng rồi.
cái này là hư là bỏ. Cái này đồ rẻ tiền mà.
Cái này giờ mua thay cái mới là bao nhiêu ạ?
Nhưng cái này mà rẻ thì 160, còn nếu mà mắc thì có loại mắc nhất là 450, còn vừa vừa thì 200 mấy, 300 mấy, 400 mấy.
Bây giờ ví dụ như mà em lắp cái củ nhựa ở đấy thì bây giờ là em về em tháo cái này ra xong rồi vặn lắp lại thôi là được rồi đúng không ạ? Thế chị lấy cho em cái đấy đi, nó nhựa thì nhựa hẳn cũng được. Có cần phải băng tan hay là
Tan thôi là đủ rồi. Cái này thì 120, cái này thì 55.
Thế tính tiền cho em hai cái này đi.
125.
Ok, cảm ơn. Dạ vâng.
Payment done. I head straight home, stepping into the role of an impromptu plumber. Firstly, shutting off the main water valves, unwrapping the new parts immediately. Just a basic plastic faucet. I gather a few more tools to help with the task, searching for the pliers. Bare hands lack the strength to loosen the old threads. Using the pliers, I slowly pry it apart. After a brief struggle, it gives away, summoning every ounce of my remaining energy. Fatigued and feverish, I push through the physical strain. If I don't fix this, who else would do it for me? Tinkering away, a thought crossed my mind. Perhaps I could take up plumbing as a second trade to earn a little extra income. Given how tight finances are right now, a single job barely suffices. Once finished, I test the faucet to see if it holds. Honestly, the water flows clean, the river running, water for a warm, better night. No more lace, no more worries like the days before. A small victory that lightens my heart considerably. The roar of the amateur plumber comes to us a soften net. Midday approaches with everything cleared away. It's time to get the grocery. A quiet trip to the market. Stepping into the nearby grocery store, stocked with simple daily needs, it strikes me that we have run out of rice and the container is completely empty. I've seen my sister left the kitchen has grown quiet. That Asian rice is the core of our meal, treating myself gently even in solitude, buying a refreshing drink, some sample and rice, just some essential fragments of daily life. By this time, my head is spinning from exhaustion, battling the fever, walking the broken motorbike, fixing the leaking pipes, and now carrying a heavy bag of rice up 6 flights upstairs. Plumbing away, preparing to cook a nourishing meal for myself. My sister must have set a bike in her hometown by now, so it's up to me to sustain the quiet routine. I feel the need to write something down to see how long this single supply will last me. In brief note, 10 kilograms of rice. Yet in every small gesture, whether living together or living on my own, I always remind myself to take good care of my life and keep things in order. Keeping my hands occupied, I wander through the markets, gathering some greens for the evening, choosing a bundle of water spinach, humble and affordable. Nearly 0.38
Chanh thì thôi
$.
chắc không cần đâu.
The vendor tossed a few lemons into my bag, even though I didn't even ask for those. I wonder whether they're actually complimentary or I was judging for them. What a mystery of the streets. Tonight's menu is pretty simple. When my sister was here, she often cooked this for us, reminding me of a warm shared family moments. A simple yet wholesome meal helps balance my health. It's a reminder to weave more greens into my day. Even when on my own, we must honor the act of cooking, cutting down on eating out. I am grateful that, despite a modest income, comfort still raises my life more than most. So I always try to stay optimistic. To have food is a blessing, while food shortage due to worry both across the world. Deep gratitude fills the silences. I am warming up some grilled meat that was prepared before. Twilight settles softly outside. A wave of elation enters the room. The silence feels heavier without her voice accompanying the meal. When she returns, perhaps we will visit a quiet pagoda together. If you have any thoughtful suggestions, please leave them below in the comment for me. To those who have lingered this far, my deepest gratitude for walking alongside the Hudu Life journey. A quiet dinner, freshly steamed rice from the back pot this afternoon. The simple act of eating rice is the continuous heartbeat of our culture. A few greens, a little savory meat. mold is stable. I should have called her, but she must be resting now. Time slips away, and the night embraces the city. As darkness drops its curtain, countless stars begin to drift. The room is bathed in ambient light. Ideas spurred in quietude. At 26, beyond the relentless daily grind, one must harbor deep vision. I choose to anchor my part upon three core pillars: a master plan for life. The first foundational pillar is health. Whether walking alone or together, health is the cradle of the great dreams. And this small room is where the blueprints of our youth starts. A humble income is merely temporary. It can never limit the grace we bring to life. Every single day, as long as we strive, this small space will give rise to great horizons. Through ceaseless effort, I know we will make it. Thank you so deeply.